like they had the race, I guess, for the moon or to go out of space. We're in a modern race to create artificial suns, right? And the question I have is like, why are South Korea, China, India, the US, Japan, Russia, and the European Union racing to create artificial suns?
So it's many different ways to go with this one. To me, I'm gonna go with the spiritual one first. When you look at the sun is the creator of all physical things. You know what I'm saying? We are people of the sun. Uh, the sun was created by a higher entity, but I think it's the Antichrist because, you know, when you look at from a biblical sense, it says that Christ is the sun, S-U-N. But we already know symbology, Christ is the sun, S-O-N. So when you create a new sun, you're being anti-Christ because you are literally trying to recreate or knock the original sun out of its position to create your own. Now, the reason what they said is to make basically a sun out of a nuclear capacitor. What they say for they can do it without creating carbon dioxide because they pushing this whole climate change bull crap on the world, which there's really no such thing as that. Now, I believe that it is something going on worldwide that's happening with the climates. That's why you see all of the different, you know, species washing up from the oceans. You seeing catastrophic events happening everywhere. They shooting all these different satellites up in the air. They putting sun stimulators on the natural sun, and then you seeing all these false suns rising. The problem and the issue with that is it's under a different light code spectrum. I actually studied this. So they tried to get it as close to the sun as possible. I got an artificial sun in the room right there. It's called biophotomodulation therapy. But it gives off the ultraviolet light therapy and it gives off that red spectrum. Theirs give off more blue than red. And we know that blue light spectrum from the sun is very, very stress inducing. But we know that the red light takes away stress. So you got to just start asking yourself, for one, y'all making false suns. Not only are y'all making false suns, y'all putting these suns in the sky. And then when you putting these suns in the sky, you're turning up the blue light more than the red light. And the blue light induces stress specifically in what you would call carbonated beans. So what are you really trying to do? Right now, hold on, I got to keep this going. Did you know that you can order sunlight?
I didn't know you go
Give me
order
my
sunlight
phone
from
real
it.
quick. I want to.
Where this phone go?
For it can be completely dark out now, and you can order sunlight from the fake sun. Watch you. I know you probably like, man, y'all keep crazy. Look, check this out. New company just started where you can order sunlight from your cell phone.
Like people ordering the sun now. We are.
According to the Hindu, Reflect
Hold
Orbital
on.
is a company with plans to sell you sunlight at night.
Hold on. It's called Reflect Orbital. Is a company with plans to sell you sunlight at night. This is from the Hindu.com. This article was just updated to give you more details August 29th, 2024 at 12:05 p.m. IST time. It gives you the company names. It says reserve a spot of light. And they showed it how it worked. You can literally go to your phone and download an app, right? Connected to a simulator that's connected to the sun, and you can order sun at nighttime, which he did, and it turned the damn sun and it gave a spotlight on Earth. And then they said there's going to be some problems with it because it's not in a precision and it ends up lighting up the whole area. So they got to do a lot of things and take it through a lot of different basically regulations and lobbies to get it working. But man, they already showing this stuff, man. You can order sunlight through the fake sun. So look, so this is what I think that's finna happen. They trying to kill the natural sun, and it's working. It's already been dying. When you read in ancient texts, it's been dying for a long time. When suns die, they get hotter, and then when they get hot, they explode and create a supernova, and then that sun create a new galaxy that's a part of the universe. This is what they say. So it's already getting hot, which they blaming it on climate change, but it's really our star dying, which is the reason why Nibiru and Nebiru had to come back to get us anyway. Different civilizations and galaxies, when you start getting into the Galactic Federation, talk about stuff like this all the time, right? So what I think is they're trying to prepare for that, and they're trying to get rid of the natural sun. That way they can charge you for light. Same way they charge you for electricity, when the electricity is really free energy. Same way they charge you for water, when water is come from within the earth that they didn't create. Same way that you have to go to the grocery store to buy fruit when fruit grows on trees naturally. They're trying right now. Do you realize you have to pay for airspace now? You can't even fly in certain airspaces. Tyler Perry, I don't know if they swept this under the rug or not, but 2 years ago, he bought airspace and somebody flew in his airspace and he sued the people that flew in his airspace. How can you own air? So all the natural elements that we are comprised and made of, they're now charging for. So how can I charge you for sunlight? Kill the old sun, connect a sun stimulator to it, which is what they did during that false eclipse that we think was a natural eclipse. It was not natural at all, because right after that solar eclipse happened, the sun been different, the temperature of that sun been different, catastrophic events been happening, and there's plenty documented videos showing farmers they mind is boggled because sunflowers that face the sun are turning their back on the sun. Cattle, hundreds of cattle's they under the trees. They not even out in the sun no more. Ducks and geese are not even flying towards the sun anymore. It's a natural phenomenon that's going on where all living biological entities is not doped up, not put in a slumber, not on alcohol and drugs, know that this sun is fake or they done put something on this sun. They running away from it.
The question I have is, I know you mentioned the blue light. How would this impact human beings, these fake suns?
It throws off your circadian rhythm. Yeah. You're not supposed to be in these lights that much. It puts you in a state of fight or flight. You don't know when it's dark time out. And that's the reason why when the sun goes down, you're supposed to unplug your Wi-Fi and cut off all your lights and light a candle light, because a red candle light gives off natural red lighting. Or you need to buy these near infrared red light spectrum glass. I have something called a spectrometer that measure these things. And you can put these glasses on and it will trick your body into basically thinking it's dark again. Think about it. Once the sun goes down, all the light's supposed to go off. You have something called the circadian rhythm or biological clock. Well, we in all this artificial light. So it's 9 o'clock. Even though the sun went down, you got every light on in your house. Your body is not going to produce what you will not, because the body produces melatonin during the day and it releases it at night. It produces serotonin during the night and it releases it during the day. Serotonin is your blue light spectrum. Melatonin is your red light spectrum. The only way that your pineal gland can actually release melatonin if it hits this darkness or this near infrared light hits the skin. Then it's telling you your body is going to the biological clocks in your eyes is going to sense these red lights. It's going to this darkness is going to refeed back to your brain mechanism. It's going to tell the nervous system to start powering down the cells for you can go into something called theta state. Then from theta state, this melatonin puts you in something called delta state. Delta state is a deep sleep. But if you sleep with the TV on or if you sleep with lights on, you can never reach delta state. Well, the only way to go to a state of autophagy, and autophagy kicks in between the hours of 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. That's when autophagy sets in. Auto just means self, and then phagy means eating. This is when the leukocytes, or what you'll call the white bloodstream, or what they call the immune system, I'm going to call it the lymphatic defense system, they initiate and then they leave from what you will call the lymph nodes of the body, and they go out into the tissues and they start breaking down cells. They start engulfing other different types of cytotoxins, and they start basically pleomorphosizing themselves, and they eat and engulf the cells, break them down, and then in the morning time, when serotonin kicks in, they go to rest. It takes them back to the lymph nodes. It disintegrates them and break them down by what you would call macrophages or microphages, and then you urinate these things out when you get up. That's the reason why when most people go to sleep the correct way, the first thing they do when they wake up is they go do what? They pee and poop to get rid of all of the toxins that you detoxified the night before when you were asleep. Well, guess what put you in that state? Red light. Guess what stopped that state? When you think it's morning time. Well, guess what reflect the morning light? Blue light. You see that blue light kicks on serotonin. Yeah, exactly.
That's why the cell phone throws
That's
you off.
why the cell phone throw you off.
Yeah.
Blue light. It's 3 a.m. and you surfing the web. Oh, the sun is out. Serotonin kicking on. Well, serotonin is so melatonin makes you mellow. Serotonin makes you serious. So melatonin, mellow, serotonin, serious. So blue light makes you serious. That's hunger. Now you hungry. That's, oh, I'm thirsty. Now you want to drink. You see what I'm saying? Oh, that's mean I need to get up and go to work. So now you got this stress inside of your system when you're supposed to be relieving yourself from this stress to go into a relaxation state for you can restore or rest. And you can't, look, your liver kicks on at 3 a.m. When your liver kicks on at 3 a.m., when you have melatonin correctly within the system, what happens is your liver produces something called glutathione. Glutathione is your detoxification chemistry. That's what detoxifies your liver. Your liver is one of the most important organs in your body because it's the chemical factor of your body. If your liver can't detoxify itself and the hepatic ducts can't open up and release bowel, you can't break down fats. You can't create cholesterol. Cholesterol is what creates sexual chemistry, pregnenolone, progesterone, testosterone. Then you wonder why your testosterone levels are low. That's because you ain't even dealing with the sun and the light right. So the question was, how is the artificial suns affecting us?